Hey everybody! Thank you guys so much for coming tonight to Maggie's Mashup at Westside Comedy. As she said, I'm Maggie Hyde, your host, and this is really special to me. The first time I ever stepped on a comedy stage was here at Westside Comedy, and I was absolutely terrified. But it was my dream to be back on this stage producing my own show, so this is sort of surreal. And I'm so glad you guys get to be here with me. Thank you guys so much. Tonight we get to make it somebody else's first time, maybe too. If there are any comedy virgins out there, or masochists, or people who want to freak out their date, we have a lottery spot tonight. So there are some index cards and a basket, so you write your name and your email on there, and you might be up here on the stage tonight. Yeah, any takers? Any takers? So you guys, it's the end of January. Did everyone have a good New Year? Does anybody still have a New Year's resolution? Anyone? None of you? Yeah, no, me neither. You know, I think New Year's resolutions are kind of like marriage vows. Everyone says them, but nobody can keep them. Oh, New Year's. A little about me, you guys. I'm a single mom. Yeah, I know you guys all look too happy to have children. But you know what's hard about being a parent? You have to pretend to enjoy all those things your kids enjoy. Like kids' birthday parties, play dates, their father. But I do surprisingly well on dating apps, and that's because my profile says that I don't want kids. Then they find out it's because I have 4. I know 4 sounds like a lot, and it is, but I really love being a mom. And you know what they say about having kids? It's a lot like making pancakes. First one's kind of fucked up. Probably should have thrown it away. Okay, you guys, as far as I know, it's still legal to laugh at that joke. But I think having kids is a lot more like eating pancakes. You always regret having your 4th one. In case you guys were wondering, I heard that all. None of my pancakes like that joke. Especially my first pancake. You guys, she disinvited me from her wedding. She was so mad. I was so sad. I was like, honey, you don't understand. You don't get redos of special days in life like weddings, unless you're me. Then you get a couple. That's right, you guys, I've been married twice. It turns out you can actually get worse at something. Yeah, but you know what? We learn a lot from our failures, right? Right, David? We learn a lot. You know, and there are all these awards, like the Academy Awards are coming up for your successes. But where's the award for failures? I mean, that's an award I would really know how to accept. I would be like, I'd like to thank my parents for all their emotional neglect. And I'd like to thank my children for never failing to be harder on me than they are on their father. But most of all, I'd like to thank myself for never failing to be a victim. Thank you very much. All right, but you know what? Like I said, we learn a lot from our failures. And divorce is not all bad. Me and my girlfriends talk about something we call the divorce diet. When one of us gets divorced, we lose 10 pounds, we look and feel so much better. But I don't think the same is true for guys. And I think it's because they don't get the same emotional support from their guy friends. I mean, I can't see guys sitting around being like, bro, she was totally dimming your light. Let's go on a cleanse and take a pole dancing class. Dude, it is so inspiring. Yeah, guys don't do that, do they? So it was Chinese New Year recently, and did you guys know that last year was Year of the Cougar, Tiger? But this year's really special. This year, you guys, if you can believe it, is Year of the Water Rabbit. You heard that right, water rabbit. I thought that was just something I had in my bedside table. When I found that out, I ran home to my nightstand. I was like, babe, it's your year. I almost brought one as a door prize, ladies. Lottery spot instead. For those of you who don't know what a water rabbit is, ask the person next to you. So it's almost the end of January, and February's going to be here before you know it. And February, they've already started the bombardment of merchandising for that one dreaded holiday, you guys. You know what I'm talking about, right? Can you say it with me? Groundhog's Day, right? Groundhog's Day. That's exactly what you were thinking, right? I mean, what kind of weirdo like celebrates Groundhog's Day? You know, it's like a glorified rat. Me. I'm that kind of weirdo. I mean, you know what? I think this groundhog doesn't talk back, right? And he's cuddlier than most of my exes. For those of you who don't know, Groundhog's Day is an ancient holiday where we force an agoraphobic rat to come out of a cage. And if he sees his shadow, it means there's 6 more weeks of winter. And if he doesn't, it's spring. Yay! And this year it means more, I think, to us out here in LA, right? I mean, most years it wouldn't, but it's been so cold and wet. Most years I'm just like, do I need to wear this beanie with my bikini top? I just had to do this joke so I could bring out this groundhog, right? I just think he's adorable. Enough with props, you guys. I apologize. Thank you for humoring me. So I have to admit, I've lived here a long time and I'm a little bit new agey. Anybody? Nobody will admit it? Okay, well, I'm a little bit new agey, but she just called you out. I see that. I'm a little bit new agey, but I'm also practical. So I have crystals for my anxiety, and I take Xanax. And I kept my house feng shui just in case it works, and I take Xanax. And I have a ton of Buddhas in my house. And did I mention I snort Xanax? But you know what, I actually think it's gone too far. I mean, the other day I walked into my 11-year-old daughter's room while she was performing a pretend, where she was leading her American Girl dolls in a pretend ayahuasca ceremony. I was like, oh no, it's gone too far. But you know what, parenting has really changed in the last couple of years, pandemic and all. I mean, we used to sit down to the table and say grace, now we just say fuck it. And it even changed how I parented my older kids. My 19-year-old son, I used to be like, when are you going to stop smoking weed? And now I'm like, when are you going to come home with weed? And this kid is so sweet that last Mother's Day, he proudly presented me with a joint and was like, it is my dream to get high with you. And I was like, oh, it is my dream to have abs, baby. Some dreams are just dreams. Now go to your room so I can spark this thing. Yeah, I probably wasn't the most conventional mom. Pretty outside the box. But sometimes I feel like you have to embarrass your kids in order to protect them. When my sons were both at the age, that I knew that they were maybe watching porn or something, and in case you want to know, that's when they suddenly love showers. And there are no Kleenex in your house? Yeah, that age. When they were that age, I made each of them go to Rite Aid with me and buy condoms. Because if you can buy condoms with your mom, you will never be embarrassed to buy condoms. And B, I needed condoms. But you know what? I think it worked. I don't have any grandchildren that I know of, one of those boys is here tonight, you guys. One of the pancakes. My 25-year-old son moved back home with me recently. He broke up with his girlfriend, and it's hard when your son has a first serious girlfriend. You're not the woman in their life anymore. So when he called me, he said he was coming home. I wanted to be really, really supportive. So I was like, do you need a hug? Do you want a journal? Should we pop champagne? Yeah, I was trying to be really supportive. Can't seem too excited. Yeah. He's here. He's right here if you guys want to buy him a drink. I'm going to name my next comedy special, I'm Sorry, Jackson. Because he's such a good sport. Cheers to you, son. Kids really hate it when you do comedy, I think the only thing that would be worse to them is if I did porn. But then I was thinking, but then at least I could pay for their therapy. I'm on the wrong side of 30 and 40, you guys. But when you get to be the this age, you learn a lot of things. Like, I've learned that the best pickup line for a woman over 40 is, let me see your ID. That's how I ended up sleeping with 6 cashiers from Trader Joe's. I was kind of old getting back in the dating scene, and I was kind of surprised by all the dick pics. They don't turn me on, but they do cheer me up. I've seen some really creative ones, you guys. I've seen dicks photographed next to wine bottles and salad tongs. But by far my favorite was a dick photographed next to a bottle of Lysol. I was like, ooh, big and clean. This holiday season, I didn't think I got enough dick pics, so I started giving out my phone number. Do you think you guys could help me? It's 8675309. Okay? Yeah, you remember that. Can you help me? 8675309. 8675309. I'll scroll through your dick pics while I drink my